Hello, it's me again, Craig. Welcome back to my channel. I am doing an update to my update. I can't quite remember where I left things off at, but my bike was stolen. My motorbike was stolen. My beautiful new, just learnt to ride motorbike has been stolen. It was found smashed up and has been deemed written off. So I don't have my beautiful motorbike to now take out into the countryside to make the films I wanted to make. So I've been thinking about what to do, and the choices are get another bike, and because it was insured, get another bike and carry on. But I have been rethinking the whole bike thing because I've never ridden a motorbike before, and now having ridden it at speed, up to about 65 miles an hour, actually, I've found out that I don't feel safe on it. I feel incredibly vulnerable riding the motorbike, and although it's a lot of fun to get around the country lanes and go to places that cars can't, it can't really take you to places too much that cars can't take you to, because even the slightest thing on the road can get that front wheel to slide either direction. If you lose control of it, which is very easy to do, you're a goner. Well, I mean, you're going to be thrown off. And if you're not wearing the right gear, then you could be in big trouble. Now, putting on the right gear is a laborious process before and after riding the bike, and it started to irritate me to a certain extent. So, all in all, the riding the bike has been fantastic, but it has required no end of absolute concentration, watching the road, looking for ruts, looking for gravel, even the white painted lines. You ride on those, you slip. Even in the dry, you will slip. So I've not been having, I'm not filled with confidence that that is going to be the best way forward for me or this channel, really. So the car is something I'm on the lookout for. So that's a little update about the motorbike. Another update, and you're probably thinking, just get off your bum and get out there. And you're right, that has to happen. But this ultralife dieting has not been going well. It is incredibly hard second time round without the driven process of having somebody monitoring me. The temptations are enormous, and it's very difficult. I'm sounding like you're an idiot. It's not difficult. Just get some willpower, and absolutely that's what it requires. But I'm not doing bad on it. I'm not doing bad. I've just had one now, and I am having shakes, but I am making mistakes as well, and it's so difficult for me to do it. And I know when I say that, it sounds like, well, what's difficult about it? It just requires a little bit of concentration, a little bit of willpower. But not in my job, not in what I do. I find it difficult to get the shakes together during the day. So and everything's very time sensitive, because I'm telling you, I'm driving a coach that, I might only have a 15-minute stop full of passengers. So I've got 15 minutes to sort myself out. And sometimes, that's getting the bag and getting the thing out and putting the powder in. And it isn't working out quite as I hoped. And, I think the first time I made a mistake, it was like, I'll get a ham and cheese sandwich or something light on brown bread. That should be okay. And it probably is okay, but it's a slippery slope, because then there's the meal deal. It's like, get some crisps and a sugary drink as well. It's like, and they encourage you to do it, by the way. Say it's cheaper if you do it. This is services. So I've making a drastic step, and the drastic step is this. I have decided, well, I haven't just decided, I've gone and done it. I've signed up for a program of taking what's called Mounjaro. And it comes in a little pen like this. There you go. And you start off. This is an injection you can have, which basically suppresses your requirement for food, I guess. For a month, I will be injecting myself with this stuff. And for the first month, you do 2.5 milligrams. And then I think it goes up to 5 milligrams. And then it goes up to 7.5 milligrams. And then it goes up 2.5 milligrams every month, basically. And hopefully you start to see some sort of improvement. Now, the laying off the sugar is something I find quite easy to do. But in terms of this constant reminder of snacking and eating, that I'm hopefully is going to be knocked on the head with this. Well, it will be because it's science. So this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to document it as I go. My first injection will be in a couple of days. I'll film it, and it's one injection every month. Each pen has 4 injections in it. They're different color coded. This is a purple one, and they're different color coded depending on the size of the dose. You get in the pack a set of needles. Let's see if it shows you on this. Let's see if she shows us. Is she going to put the needle on it? You can't really see it, but the needle's inside here, and you turn this thing here till it says 1, and that's your first dose. And then you're going to sort of find a part of your body, like you just pinch an inch of your stomach and just inject it, and till that goes to 0, and that's your first injection. Obviously, there's a lot more to it than all of this, because you are given very clear instructions about how to do it safely and hygienically. Now, you might be thinking, is this safe? Are you allowed to do your shakes and do this? Well, the answer is probably yes. These injections, I understand, make you eat very, very little. And for me, that's not necessarily great, because you need to eat, you need nutrients, you need food. And I think more than anything that the shakes supply everything that you need, basically. So a mix of that, maybe protein food like steak and chicken in small doses is my aim, and what I plan to be doing all the time, helped by the fact that the science, the injection is suppressing my, urge to snack. It's snacking, that's the hard part. I've signed up with Superdrug. I've gone but I think Boots do it. You can get this off the shelf. I first contacted my doctor and says, look, can I take this on the current medication I'm on for blood pressure and everything? And they said, well, it's an injection. You can go and buy it from the shop. So I was like, oh, right, okay, so it's not a big deal. So Boots do a program and Superdrug do a program. I chose Superdrug. I thought, why not? And it's been very good. When you apply for it, you have to apply for it. You have to take a picture of yourself or just your feet on some scales showing the weight you are, and you have to put a little note on it with the date. And then you have to then take a picture of yourself standing profile, holding up the same bit of paper, and that gets submitted to the Superdrug website, which gets viewed by a doctor, and they look at you, they look at your weight, they look at the drugs that you're on in terms of your medications for blood pressure or whatever else it is, anxiety. And they look at everything that you're putting into your system, and they assess to make sure that it's safe for you to take these injections. So I've got all that assured by my doctor that this is safe for me to do. I am still going to be going to my doctor to do regular sort of diabetes checks and things like that, and keep them appraised of it. And I thought this seems too good to be true. It seems too easy, a magic pill, if you like, to make you lose weight. So if you're not sure about it, and if you're shy of needles, which I'm not bothered at all by them, You are injecting yourself. It's only a very small needle, by the way. It's very, very tiny, but you do have to put a needle in, and then squeeze it for about 5 seconds. So it's you know, if you're squeamish in that way, then maybe this isn't for you. But if you want to join me on my journey as I do this, then stick around. Interested to know what you think. I'm not giving up on the shakes. As I say, I'm still going to keep doing them. But what I need help. I need help with the snacking. So that's what the injection's about. That with the shakes and a little bit of steaks and maybe eggs, omelets, things like that, and any sort of protein chicken meals. That will be the mix of things that I have. What the main, and I think I'm gonna have to force myself to eat those, by the way, because I understand that you're really not very hungry when you start taking these injections. And then, oh, by the way, the price is about £200 for a month. I will spend easily £300 on food over a month, and the shakes aren't much more expensive. So I've still got 2 bags of that. So, you know, I'm basically going to be spending the same on these injections as I would be on my food. So, love to know your thoughts about this. Have you thought about it, Mounjaro? There's other sort of brand names for it. The Superdrug website assessed which one was best for me, and I'm quite excited and interested and intrigued. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thanks again for watching, and I shall speak to you soon. Join me on my journey. See you later. Cheers. Bye-bye.